Hey everybody, Culture Askin, and today guys, I'm here to another anime review, and the review is to Koito Yusho, episode 2 guys, so let's get into it. So guys, in this episode of Koito Yusho, pretty much, we've seen the effects after our main character, I remember correct, I'm trying to remember all the characters' names again. Man, me with names and stuff is terrible. Man, I need to get the names back up. Pretty much. Yuki here. He pretty much after Yuki here got the text, or technically a post. Got the notice about who his future wife supposed to be while he was with his love is his love of his I'm trying to check all the names are here. Yuki here. So, but like I said, I wanted to get their names, so well, I think her name was Tanaka-san. I think it's her name was. I think so it's taken me a while to find her name, but pretty much she's the love of his life. After they found what she was feeling a bit pretty much after he confessed his love to her and got on the notice what happened about his future wife. She started to avoid him. She tries to avoid Yuki here. Part of the reason because we know she loves him, but of course, finding out now who his future wife is going to be, she tries her best to avoid him, so she can trying to make it a memory, trying to make it just a memory, so they can use that as experience when they actually do meet their proper future husband or wife in the future, because they know in this society, for some reason, love is no longer superior. You automatically get assigned a marriage partner, which I feel like it's wrong. Like I said, I mentioned this, I feel like they should have done at least tests. Like, they should have done a test or something that to find out if this first up, like I said, they should make a test telling them if they're in love with someone or not. And if they said they're in love with someone, that means they know they can't assign this person to someone yet until they know the situation between the person they're in love with. But we know that they just automatically sign it, but I feel like that shouldn't have happened. But and pretty much during this episode, Yuki here, at the start of the episode, Yuki here did not want to go during this, Yuki here was supposed to go to a meeting to meet his future wife, because it's typical in arranged marriages that you usually go certain days. You usually go with your family and everything. To go with your family to meet the person you're supposed to be marrying's other families. Well, it's usually the husband, the future husband, and his family usually go to meet the future bride at their house, and that's what Yuki here is supposed to do, go for a meeting, a marriage meeting, so he can meet his wife for the first time. But Yuki here, he tries to skip out of there and go to school, but then people found out that he's supposed to have a wife, he's supposed to meet his wife, and he got busted, and he got forcibly sent back to his parents, so they can go to the meeting. So when he got to to his future wife's house, I'm gonna say her personality. Her name is Rena. I gotta say, I actually like her personality. Like, she's got a bit of a tsundere to her. You can definitely tell, but yet again, she's got a bit of a Yoko as well. Like, a bit of Yoko. Like, she has a bit of a tsundere, but yet again, a bit of Yoko from My Love Story. Like, she's got a bit of that attitude to her. And I like that. I like her attitude. Like, she's pretty. I like how she does things. But she actually has. She's a big fan of love stories, and the start, she didn't want to marry Yukihiro. She didn't want to marry him because she didn't feel any connection to him. Like, because she tries her best. She tries her best to see what. But then, she tries her best in front of her parents to see see who he was like, and if he was a good person to her, she might have considered maybe marrying him. But then she decides to, when she noticed the way he was acting, because he was bummed that he thinks that the person he's in love with, Takanashi, she feel like the person he's in love with was hating him or something after this situation, and he was feeling bummed, and Rena was looking like, to her, he looked like he was being rude, so she just left the room they were in and pretty much ran away. Hid in a cupboard room. That's what pretty much the room they were in, with a lot of futons and everything around there. And Yukihiro got forced to go and look for her. And once he found her by accident in the room cupboard, for some reason she pulls him in. She pulls him into the cupboard door. Like, I'm still wondering why she did that, even though we know she didn't have any romantic feelings for him or tried to do anything for him. But maybe because she didn't want her parents to find her or something. I don't know, because she did do an embarrassing thing, like run off. But then she starts to talk about Yukihiro. Starts talking to Yukihiro. We found out she is. That's when we found out she has interest in love stories, because Yukihiro spits out, like, accidentally tells her that he's in love with Takanashi, and I think that's her name. Like I said, sorry about that, I got her name wrong, but he tells her that he's in love with her, with Takanashi, and Yurina was, like, interested. Like, she wants to know what love is like. What is love like? She really likes love stories and stuff. She really likes that, and she gets very interested of what love is. So, pretty much, in this episode, she pretty much just tries and helps Yukihiro to, get together with him. She offers herself to help to get together with him with Takanashi. Even though we also find out she's not very good at making friends, like, because most of her life until her second year middle school, she's been sick. She's been a sickly girl, and she had been very bad at communicating with friends. So she had hardly any friends, and we find so when she first meets Takanashi, Yukihiro was with her. Yukihiro was with Rena, and Takanashi Yukihiro noticed Takanashi walking past the school that he was meeting his girlfriend at, because his future wife Rena goes to a different school compared to him. She goes to an all-girls school, which is interesting. And she told for some reason she texted him to go and meet her there. So, and I take it so she can know more about she wanted to learn more about what love actually is and stuff. And when they were walking out from her school, Yukihiro noticed Takanashi walking down past her school, and she tells Rena that when she tells her who Takanashi is, and he tells her she's right there, and she notices, and and guess what she decides to do? She actually goes up to her and introduces herself to Takanashi, making sure she doesn't realize Yukihiro's there, because Yukihiro sneakily walks behind and follows them, because she introduces herself as Rena and also as her future Yukihiro's future wife. And then during the rest of the episode, they go to a food joint, which is pretty much McDonald's. They went to McDonald's. There's no way to deny it. It's fucking McDonald's they went to. Like, Japanese anime, they really like sending their teenage characters to McDonald's. Pretty much, it moves into a scene when they're Takanashi and Rena sitting in sitting indoors, sitting in McDonald's, while Yukihira is in the next table behind them, behind the walls. Like some McDonald's, they have walls separating each table, and that's so you can listen in to Takanashi and Rene's talk. So and also to make sure that Takanashi doesn't notice he was there. And pretty much what Rene tells her, so what tells her the situation, reason why she wants to talk to her, and she tells her, what do you like about Yukihira? And she pretty much tells him a lot of stalker-like aspects, like not stalker, but something that an obsessed person would say about someone she's in love with. Like, even Yukihira might say, now of course they're in love with each other, so obviously they're gonna say stuff, but she does say some weird things, like some very weird stuff, which is surprising. She likes the way she likes how fuzzy his hair is. She likes how he stumbles a lot. Like, she likes those aspects about him, and she pretty much likes everything about him, pretty much. But she literally blubs that out to her, and Ren was like, what? She was confused, like how obsessive she was, and Yuki was behind the door, so imagine how his reaction was. So he does now fully know that she doesn't hate him. She doesn't hate him, but we know the reason why. It's because she's avoiding him, because she knows he's going to get married to this girl. And pretty much, she actually starts to also like Rene. She starts to feel like she's a person she can talk to about these things, and she pretty much gives her phone number. She gives her phone number to Rena, and it made Rena actually happy, because, like I said, she never had friends before, and she now wondering, did I make friends with her? And then after they left the McDonald's and she walked a different direction, Yukihira came out and pretty much said, pretty much startled, figured out like what the hell was going on, and then she was crying. Feel like he noticed Rena was crying, and she pretty much she tells him the reason why, because this is the first time she ever made a friend, and it ends with pretty much all that. Now, like I said, I'm going to say this episode was definitely cute, cute and funny, and also cute and bit. Like, it's not funny, like a little chuckle there, but cute as well. And I've got to appreciate Rena that she actually supports both Yukihira and Takanashi to get together. She supports it, even though she's supposed to be married to Yukihira. But she supports it, but again, she's not also denying that she's also the future wife. So I can see that she were willing to accept if it ever comes the case she cannot do anything more and she has to marry Yukihira. She will marry Yukihira. She will. You can definitely tell that from her personality, but only, of course, nothing actually fully works out between him and Takanashi, and because they know the law and stuff. But because she doesn't actually hate Yukihira, so that's one thing. And her reaction, but I gotta say, her reaction, she has a clumsy aspect. She is a clumsy aspect because at times she doesn't even notice that because during these events she didn't know she had her buttons undone. So Yukihira, when they're in the storage room, he saw her bra, and when Yukihira finally tells her, she's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And she pretty much says, "You baka or idiot," to be more exact, and she hits him, and the next accident happens is that when she meets him. Once Yukihira meets her at her school, she was in the nurse's office because she was feeling sick. She was gonna get changed until, I'm trying to remember what Yukihira said to make her open the curtain. I think, let's see, what was the reason why she opened the curtain? Let me see, I'm just thinking about why he opened the curtain. She opened the curtain. Oh yeah, the nickname. Fucking hell, I forget. But pretty much, she has a nickname around the school, called Shandameshi. I didn't even say that fucking nickname. It's pretty much a combination of something about her name, combination of her third name and something else. I don't know if it did say what it meant, but I don't know for all that. But she finds when Yukihira tells her so this is your nickname, and she comes like, what? She opens the code and she's like, how do you find it out? She comes in with her skirt on. So yeah, he sees her underwear, and but then they start talking. Still, her knowing that she's not wearing her skirt, and so he's talking to her normally, and they're talking to her normally, surprisingly. Even though you can tell Yukihira has a bit of stuttering a teeny bit, but not too bad. And he has enough to notice the communication between to make it sound normal. But just her reaction once she actually finds out that she's not wearing a skirt, it was like, how the fuck did you not fucking notice? So her personality is an clumsy character, which again I like clumsy characters, and bit of a sin to her as well. But I like her, and yeah, pretty much I don't think it's bad. I don't think they make a bad couple. Like, she does show the aspects that she might become a good couple. But yeah, pretty much, and that's pretty much what the episode really said. That's the overall episode really. And now, animation quality. Animation looked decent again. Like I said, this is a slice of romance series. You don't really expect, like, animation as in top notch, like Fate Zero, Fate series animation. You don't expect anything like that. But for this type of series, definitely very good animation. I enjoyed it, how it looked. Especially some certain scenes that I really like. Especially, like I said, the scene, like I said, the facial aspect, like the scene where Takanashi was talking to Rena about how much she likes all the aspects she liked about Yukihira. Oh my god, like I said, that was so funny and cute, and I like the animation for that, and the art for that was good as well. And yeah, and I'm surprised how much Takanashi likes Yukihira. Like, she's obsessed of him. She's obsessed with him. Like, I'm actually gonna give her props to trying her like I said. I feel like she's making the wrong decision trying to make sure it's only just a memory, but I'm definitely it's going to hurt her a lot. Can't speak with you here, but pretty much that's all the episode, really. And guys, that's my anime review to Kari no Korito Yusho. Hope you guys like it. Become channel fans. Stay for comments about fan out. Comment description down below. My address is there, and yeah. Hope you guys like it. Comment, subscribe, and see you guys later. Bye, guys. Wow.